Ah ja, jetzt. Good morning, welcome everyone. I have a bit of delay, there were some technical issues. Mhm. All right. Yeah, welcome to another Muay Thai live stream. Today, what are we going to do today? We will repeat some stuff, walking forward and backward with the strikes we already did. And then I want to go over, introduce walking sideways with our strikes. Yeah, that's the idea of the program for today. So let's start warming up. Come in a stable stand. Take a moment to prepare. Why don't we take a look back over our shoulders, moving the neck. And let your chin fall down on your chest and roll up your head side to side from there. All the way down and then up to the shoulder. And use the whole weight of your head to go through the muscles of your neck. Okay, and back up. Now we're going to swing our arms side to side. Take 1 foot width. And also here, arms are quite heavy. Use the weight of your arms to swing your back in the rotation. And back to center. And we'll go for a few shoulder rolls. And the other way around. Okay, and let's circle the hips. And change direction. Become smaller in your circles. And we step a little bit wider and draw lying figure eights with our hips. And other way around. And really swing it, take the whole motion. All right, hands over the knees. And we circle knees to the outside. And leave our feet on the mat. And the other way around. Okay. Now come up on the tiptoes and stretch our arms up. One up, one down. And when you come up, really bring tension in the body. Hold for a moment, hold the balance. And then you swap, going up for the other side. Okay, shake everything out a bit. And we'll go for a few squats. So, feet are hip width apart, toes point forward. I show it from the side because it's also important how your knees are positioned. So, you sit back from here. Don't lean too much forward, ending up here. Try to keep straight. And keep your knees in line with your toes. So we go for a few just to warm up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And now, when coming up, we bring a teep coming down, teep coming down. And 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And shake it out. And we go again what we did last time. Going down with our hands, walking forward. You can decide if you want to go for a push-up here. I go for the knee ducks. When you go for the knee ducks, 2 per side, and coming back up. From here, all the way back down, push up or knee ducks. Okay, let's go for 10. Let's start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, halfway, 6, 7, 8, 9, and one last one. And 10. All right. Again, shake everything out a bit. Loosen everything. So I think the body should be warmed up a bit now. So, yeah, as I said, I would like to repeat some of the walking with striking stuff we did. Again, we go for walking a few rows. That's also a bit for warming up with our striking. So we walk forward, in. Let's start with the parallel walk, meaning same side, foot and hand work together at the same time. And like this, we go for some steps forward. And when it comes to backwards, we go for the diagonal one. My front hand and my back foot go together. And the opposite. My back hand with my front foot. Opposite side, go together. Again, watch out when you go for the straight strikes not to bring out your elbows to the side and walk out of your stable, wide stand and stay upright in your upper body and diagonal going back. Go back. Forward. And diagonal back. Now, if you've done these walks before, try now to get a bit more fluent in your movements, not to think too much. And one more parallel forward. And diagonal backwards. Okay. And we swap. We want to go diagonal forward and parallel backwards now. So, front foot goes in with the back then. Bam, bam. And then the other way around. Same we did backwards. Now we bring in the forward motion. And when we go back again, same side works again. Up, up. Right foot, right hand. Left foot, left hand. Of course, you can also always use these techniques to work out of your other stance. Backwards, same side, parallel. And forward again, diagonal. And backwards. And two more. One more time, forward. Up. And backwards. Stay right in the upper body. Don't fall in. Okay. Yeah, these are basic, some different variation of basic ways how to move forward and backwards, and they all have different situations where it makes sense to apply them. They have different advantages and disadvantages, but I think it's good to be familiar with all of them and be able to apply them all. Especially what we did now, walking forward in the diagonal walk. I really like this because mostly people are used to, we work a lot with the jab. And once, bam, starting with the same forward motion, also using the punch, brings a bit of variation. And I really like this as a setup, for example, for the body hook, because I bring myself in, I can create a bit of angle also. Yeah? I don't only go straight forward, I can go out a bit to the side, and I have a pretty good angle then to throw my body shot. So it's step in, with the left, and I come with a hook. Yeah, why not? We do this a few times. Step in, I take my back foot in so that I can shift my weight back on my back leg, and then I throw the body hook. Diagonal walk in, step the foot, and throw your hook. Boom. Bam, boom. And when we imagine, let's just take this chair and imagine this is our opponent. When I step out here, bam, you can see I'm a bit from the side and I have a good way to the place I want to throw the body hook on. So step, hook. And we just take these through 2 strikes. Bam, bam. Bam, bam. Bam, bam. Bam, bam. And play a bit with it around. How much, where, if you have a chair, also put it. It gives you a bit of feeling where you position yourself. Yeah, especially now that we trained for so long without a partner at the moment. I think sometimes it helps to take something which visualizes you a bit more. Where are you standing? Where is my target standing? And you can play a bit around where you step your foot with this. When we go for diagonal step, we have a lot of different possibilities where to place the step to, and it changes our position. Bam, bam, body hook. Punch, body hook. Punch, body hook. Be careful with your body hook that this hand goes directly back to guard. Yeah, this is a very dangerous distance where you can easily get strikes in your face too. So make sure your hand is at your head and can easily move from side to side to protect from wherever the strike is coming. Okay, let's do a few more. Step in, punch, body hook. Punch, body hook. Punch, body hook. Punch, body hook. 5 more. Shut, belly. 1, shut, belly. Shut, belly. And 2, bam, bam. Bam, bam. Okay. So, we already started with this a bit, and this is what I want to work on today. Not only walking forward and backwards combined with the straight strikes, but also working towards the side to change our angles. So, it's the same as walking forward, walking backwards. I can also, when throwing my jab, bam, place my foot out to the side, bam. Or going over, bam, to the other side. Let's just do a few of this just to get into it. Bam, 1 time, stepping out to the right side, 1 time, stepping up left side. And watch out, you stay in your wide stand and not end up in a parallel stand here. This motion really invites you to do this, but don't. Walking sides, pop, pop, with the jab. And also here, stay upright. And maybe we'll also do a few more in a row to get a feeling for it. Yeah, in the same way like we do it with our jab, we can of course also do it with the backhand with our punch. Then, and also here we can do it in the diagonal way. I put my front foot to the side at the same time throwing the punch. I don't know how you can see it best. Maybe you know what I'm talking about anyway. So left foot goes out to the side and the punch comes at the same time. Ship, ship, ship. When we go the other way, when we want to work with the punch, we would go in the parallel walk again. Right leg, right arm working together. So to the right side, parallel, to the left side, diagonal. Let's just go for a few more. And of course, I can also combine it. Now I can bam, bam, also take jab punch while walking sideways. So when we go left side, bap, bap, I will go starting parallel. And let's go diagonal for the other direction. Also, of course, this is something you can also always swap. It's just now to give in different tasks, you also have to think about and to bring everything into coordination. So let's go to the left side with jab punch, parallel. Up, 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 up. And other way. Diagonal. So, bop, bop. Right foot, left hand, left foot, right hand. And back. Parallel. Ship, 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 ship. And other way. Diagonal. Bop, 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 bop. And two more rows for me. I don't know how your space looks like. Diagonal to the right side. Bop, bop. Also here, of course, you can always, if you have the steps right, speed up your motions. You can always try to get more fluid, to change direction in between. There are a lot of ways to challenge up this exercise. Have a bit of water if you need. And so these walking sideways, I mean, I think in reality there are not so many situations where we walk exactly on one row to the sides, yeah. But yeah, as I said, it's an exercise to get the coordination, to get the steps right, and I think it's a good, important base to have in the training. When we put this more into a realistic scenario, there's still a lot of use for these side steps. And what I started to do already with this diagonal walk, doing a bit to the side, not completely straight. I want to continue with. So when we take out, maybe I start. So we are in motion, we are jabbing, and I can take the step for my jab up to the side. And you see, I completely changed my angle with it. Just with one step up, using the jab. Also an advantage is with doing it with the strike instead of just going here, that you're a bit distracting and you keep your opponent busy. Maybe you throw some punches, and you use the time to change the angle. When we take the chair, we can see it. Bam, bam, bam. I'm here with my jab. Bam, bam. I go over to change my angle. When I stand here, of course, my opponent can also move too, and is quickly there again, but I have a moment here where I am a bit away from the main weapons. I'm a bit outside of the weapons that can hit me. Same works to the other side. When we use the jab, bam, to step over here. Jab. And I have another angle towards the opponent. Just grab something you can put in front of you and do a few of these. Coming back to center and using your jab with a step to change your position to the chair or whatever you have there. And here also applies what we do when we, in the basic classes. When we go for the side steps, I want to go to the right side. My right foot leads. My right foot starts the motion, and my other foot is following. I want to go to the left side. My left foot leads. Back to center and side step. And secure every side step you make with your strike, with your jab, to distract, to keep your opponent busy. Well, you can also start maybe work more around your chair. We don't only have these sides. You can take whole rounds around the chair. Play a bit with it and see where you end up. And of course, this also here, we can not only work with our jab, we can the same way working with our punch. Using the punch, going out to the side, one way or the other. And also combining both strikes. Also here, the rule is for every strike gets a step. So I'm not going over here, punching from there. My stand is way too wide. I go 1, 2. It's the same rhythm as we would go forward. 1, 2. Every strike gets a step. We do the same, working sideways. 1, 2. Another way the same. 1, 2. 1, 2. Imagine like half a circle going around your chair, and you work on yourself around on this line. And way back. Way back, parallel. And the other way. And also here, of course, you can get faster and more fluent. But please watch out. You have your feet in a wide stable stand all the time while you do it. And also here, walking sideways, we can variate. Do we walk parallel or diagonal? Now I can start with my punch going this direction. I can also start diagonal, bam, using the jab. Now left side, punch starts. Bam, 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 bam. It always is depending on which direction are we walking in and which strike do we want to start with. If we choose to take parallel walks or diagonal walks for the sides. Okay, let's add some counters. Or think a bit more about, okay, why are we doing this? We talked about this, okay, I'm getting kind of out of the range of the main weapons my opponent can throw towards me. And I will also change the distance a bit. Okay. I'm not so good in explaining this morning. I hope you can follow. So we take a step to the right with our jab, and probably now we imagine our opponent is attacking us. We maybe put some strikes against, and then we make the step out with our jab, and our opponent would follow. We can grab, taking the hat, securing the arm, throwing a knee from here, for example. This is what I really like combine. The step out, and I'm already here, and I can throw my knee. Now, of course, again, it's an example, it's one option, but this is a combination I really like and which works well for me in sparring. So, step to the right, distract with your jab, and go in with your knee. Jab, 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 jab. You can bring it a bit, the steps. I put the chairs aside, you can see my feet. So, right foot goes out for the jab. I also can bring the two steps a bit together. I can either go here. Sorry. Again, for option one, you can go here, going for a switch, bringing in your knee, or you melt it a bit together. Step out here, bring the foot directly back, take your energy, take your swing to bring it directly in the knee. So option one, bop, bop, switch, boom. Or option two, step out, knee directly. So we have one step less and are a bit quicker in the move. Okay, go for a few more with the chair, stepping out. And again, we talked about the knees. Of course, you can also throw a long distance knee. I prefer to always get into contact when I'm kneeing. So also here in shadowboxing, I really imagine grabbing something, pulling myself in. Perfectly, I imagine I get the head with my left hand, I secure the elbow with my right hand, and then I have the power to pull my opponent towards my knee. Okay, this also works to the other side. So we take a step out to the left with our jab. And this is even easier because we have our back leg for kneeing. We can throw it directly. So stepping out, throwing the knee. Step out to the side. You're already loaded up here. You can bring the knee. Let's go for a few. Up, shut, balance. Come back. Just stable stance afterwards. Of course, if you want, you can also already combine a few more counter attacks here. Like elbows, walk yourself further in, or after the knee, get distance again, depending. Stepping out, countering. Step out, counter. Step out, counter. Stable stand. Step out, counter. That was a bad knee. Hey, shit. Okay, so these were a few examples. Take a few minutes now to work around your chairs in the different ways. Parallel, diagonal, and add some knees bringing in on different places. So try to apply a bit more free the different things we worked on, and imagine your chair being your opponent. You want to work around. You want to work around, distract with strikes, and you want to search for moments where you can bring in your knees. So you always, with your chair, you always have something to measure your distance to. And one more moment, play around, try out the things, concentrate on what you're doing, on your motions. Okay. Have some water if you need. Yeah, and that's it again. Input from me for today. Let's have a short cool down together. If you want to finish your practice now, feel free to have a look at all the other content if you want to continue with a workout or a longer stretching. You'll have a few minutes now to cool down a bit and to mobilize a bit. So back to stable stand, roll your shoulders back and down. And here, really imagine the back side of your neck getting long and your shoulders pushing down. And move your head again, ears towards the shoulders. And arms getting up. Reach out long. And then dive all the way down. And let your upper body hang here. Let your head hang heavy. And bring your hands together behind the back. And grasp, we have one way which feels very familiar and comfortable to grasp our hands. And we have the other way where it feels a bit weird to take the weird way. Bring up your arms. And release your hands. And slowly get your upper body back up. And again, shoulders back and down. Okay, we lay down. Can you see me? Okay, one leg is straight, left leg is straight, right leg we bend. And we press it in towards our upper body. And then bring it over to the side. Right arm goes out to the side. And we can bring down the knee with our left hand. If you want to stretch a bit more your chest muscle here, you can just bend your arm. When you have your arm in a 90-degree angle, I think you cannot really see, but you probably know what I mean. When you bend it here, you will feel more intense stretch here in your chest muscle. Let's go over for the other side. Right leg goes straight, left leg bent. Now we start bringing the knee in, pulling it in towards our body. And then bring it over to the side. And you can decide yourself. You want to work with the long left arm here, or do you want to bend it? So, little variation to reach a bit different areas of the muscles. And get out of it. Come back up. Bring the soles of your feet together and let your knees fall down to the side and stay straight here, straight upper body. All right, next thing for this week, today is Wednesday, is tomorrow evening with Ike he will focus again on a bit more reaction training, a bit more, not so much focusing on technique and explaining, but a bit more on doing, reacting. It's tomorrow at 6 p.m. with Ike. And my next session for Muay Thai will be Monday morning again. If you have any wishes for topics, techniques you want to work on, let me know. Otherwise, as I said, I thought about maybe next week taking a week to focus a bit more on a conditioning workout with Muay Thai exercises. Please let me know what you think about it, if you're up to do something like this. And tomorrow, 10 in the morning, I will do a fitness flow session if you're up for this. Tomorrow we will focus on more the lower body, working a lot on the legs. So if you're up for this, see you tomorrow morning and have a good day, everyone. Hope to see you soon.